Hello and welcome to the weekly news edition. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm Jivanix.
And I'm Claire. Welcome guys again. So we start off with an embarrassing scene from Kisii County this week, where two young MPs, that is Dagoretti North MP, Simbarati, and South Mugirango MP, Silvana Susoro, treated Kenyans' funeral attendees to a very embarrassing scene of fighting. They were fighting supposedly because they are on different sides. One is pro-BBI and the other is against BBI. Yeah, so what do you think about that?
So, this is what happened. Apparently, because I wasn't there. So, this is what happened. So, the news in Asama will go in their microphone. And this other person akata, and then they exchanged blows, and it was so horrible. But the fun part is, the people did not engage themselves in
people just watch these two MPs
fight themselves. Wow, for the first time we have an action where they're at Kisii. So first of all, it's an embarrassment, and second of all, we big up those people over there. They behaved really awesomely. We like that. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, this MPs, this Simbarati and Silvanas are young MPs, so a lot of people are actually looking up to them. They're the voice of the youth in Parliament. They pass legislation, they supervise the CDF monies, and they are also in oversight committees. So I mean, if they can behave like this at a public event, what happens when cameras are not rolling and we're so concerned? This is very concerning. And, Kenyans, we need to summon our MPs and tell them that this is not what we're expecting to them. When we vote for them, we expect them to be the best.
Behave like your votes. What's wrong with the people? Behave like your votes. And after that, apparently the deputy president talked and sort of things out like a grown-up that was so mature of him. And Baba himself also spoke and said two words, and it was also so matured. So apparently, I like what happened there.
Yeah, Kenyans, let us not fight each other over these people. You see, after the fighting, they went and talked to each other. So when we fight, we're the ones who stay in trouble, and while they go and have dinner, we go back to our misery. Lack of hospitals, poor roads. So let us
suffer. Anyway, but there was a lady who also tried to talk. And also the mic was not from the lady.
Oh yeah, Millie Omanga.
Yeah, it was so horrible. It was
embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
I won't defend a woman when you're being, on the wrong side just because you're a woman. I think we need to hold ourselves to higher levels of decorum. That's all.
Wow. Switching gears to embarrassing moments where Sonko apparently is engaged in the most embarrassing moment. I don't know, it's been embarrassing Sonko, but hey Sonko, what's happening? I think ni alimesmali and inamfuata sai.
Oh yeah, so former governor, Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko is currently in prison with assault charges and terrorism charges.
Exactly.
And as long as his lawyers are contending that this is power struggle, that he came against someone powerful, and we expect the courts to uphold the Bill of Rights and provide equality for everyone, that he will be charged and prosecuted, right?
Yeah.
That even if he's denied bail, is on a legal basis, not just because someone on a higher seat is campaigning for that.
Yeah, turning buttons and switching buttons there. Guys, that's it for Sonko. On to other news.
So this is something that bothered Kenyans when the story first aired of praying missionaries. So this family, the Doe family, registered sex offenders in America, were able to set up a child orphanage in Bomet, whereby they abused young children, they defile young children. I mean, you could hear them. Some of the children were even implanted with, family planning methods.
Like, first of all, is family planning for... Okay, what's the age limit for family planning?
I don't think there's age limit for family planning.
Oh, I thought it's only for older people, like when was that? Okay.
I think it will be upon your consent. You see, like a 16-year-old can, decide to
get family planning.
Yeah, to get family planning, such as an implant. But this one, definitely without their consent. This was just pure physical and sexual abuse on those children.
Exactly. I wonder how they managed to create such an institute right here in Kenya, and yet they were accused back there in America. So this is so, I don't know.
Well, we hope these children are getting counseling, and good news is that the offenders were sentenced to 16 years yesterday.
Yeah, imprisonment, of which back here in Kenya, 16 years is equivalent to 8 years. So, and it's being day and night. So back there, I don't know how it works.
Well, we're glad justice is finally served. This issue of child abuse is viral, literally. Just last month, another pastor of 7 was sentenced to 140 years for raping for defiling and
14
impregnating.
years. Oh, in Kenya.
Yeah, in
that
Kirinyaga.
is
For
70
impregnating,
years,
defiling and impregnating his teenage daughters. You see,
Wow.
it's embarrassing, it's painful, and it's definitely a great shame. But we're glad that justice brings out to those victims.
Yeah, moral lesson. They're all humans. It's like, guys, switching gears to other news.
We're talking about the COVID crisis. So Kenya first reported its first case of COVID in March 2020.
Yeah.
And since then, there's been a spiral. Everything has just been going wrong, from unemployment. A lot of things are closed down.
Mm-hmm.
International companies moved their businesses from Kenya. So a lot of people have been rendered jobless. From the tourism industry to the education sector.
Yeah.
With most private schools closing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then there's the health crisis, which has been exacerbated.
Yeah. And which brings this question right here, because apparently, are we following the COVID rules? Like, people are not wearing masks.
I don't think we are.
I don't think the curfew is still there, because apparently,
it is, but it's not being enforced, so it's the point. We hope President Kenyatta will have to review this thing.
Exactly. At March, we'll be waiting for President Kenyatta to reveal. Maybe I'm going to kill a man, like, I'm going to, hey, my people, do you? Because apparently, COVID-19, we left you in 2020.
Yeah, people are still dying. Infections are still rising.
Yeah, part of that.
I think we need to get used to living with COVID. Put on your mask, wash your hands, sanitize, avoid social events, especially people in social gatherings.
Yeah.
Put on your mask.
Wow, that's awesome. And talking of COVID-19, in international news, those guys have already started vaccinating their people back there.
Yeah, the Moderna, Pfizer, and AstraZeneca vaccines are actually effective, but the only problem is there are new variants of COVID-19 keep coming, and we're not sure whether those vaccines will be effective.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're also worried about our African countries. When will we be vaccinated?
Apparently, in 2022, we're waiting for first vaccine to land in Kenya. First thing first, I'm afraid vaccine ikikuja nda chini ya mlango.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
I get it. So I don't think it was.
I have a feeling wealthy Africans will travel abroad to be vaccinated.
Exactly. The wealthy ones.
The poor people is always
like us. Just kidding. Anyway, apparently, on my views, vaccine come Kenya. Tuko immune already, so guys, don't worry. Stay strong.
I think it's spreading the wrong message. People are still dying. People are still dying of COVID even in Kenya. So
yeah. But the funny thing, how buy mask? There's no washing of hands. But in this generation, I was working previously some corner there, and there was nothing like washing hands. There was no mask, hakukuwa na social distancing, hakukuwa na anything. So,
well, safety begins with you. So even if there's no water or running water or soap,
exactly,
have the sanitizer in your pocket.
Wear
your mask.
Exactly.
And avoid, whenever you're people who you don't know, maybe not from the same house, always put on a mask. Exactly. And sanitize. I think that's the only message we can send, because we have to adjust to living with this disease. So yeah, we have to do our best, because among us, there are vulnerable people, old people with existing conditions. So it's up on us to protect them.
You heard it from Claire herself. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more and more news. Welcome back to Weekly
segment.
Yeah. So tell me about.
We're starting off with a coup that happened in Myanmar. This is huge. This is international news. So I'll take you to this Southeast Asian country where the leader, who is normally referred to as the state councillor, has been detained, and the military has taken over.
Wow.
Yeah. So of course the EU, all nations are condemning the act, and even the US is threatening sanctions against that country. And sanctions have adverse economic effects. Yeah. And this reminds me how Africa was lit in the 60s and 70s with coups.
Exactly.
A president travels out of the country maybe for UN summit.
Yeah.
And we have a new president taking it by force.
Exactly.
Yeah, but generally we condemn the coup, and we are pro-democracy. We're for democracy. Let the people choose. Let the people have their say.
Yeah. We don't know a coup coming will happen back then with Moi in power, and we can change everything. So I hope after your coup nothing will change. After that, he'll impact more in a different way and akaanza kuwa tough on the people.
Yeah.
That's what happened with the coup. Yes. So, talking of people being thrown out of power, talk to me, Joe Biden.
Our new US president.
Yeah.
Definitely glad. I am pro him. I mean, he's been doing a lot since he became president, like over a month ago. You know, he's rejoined the Paris Agreement, which focuses on limiting the effects of climate change, which is a good thing.
Wow.
Well, Kenya is also part of the Paris Agreement, but you know, Kenya is a third world country, so we emit less gases. Okay, our gases are almost, you know, not supposed to be considered, but we are growing, so obviously everyone has a duty to take in protecting our planet. And another thing, President Biden, he stopped the construction of the border wall.
Oh yeah, our dude.
You did, not our.
Yeah, our dude. You know, that guy was our guy. But talking of our guy, why does I give up? He's still fighting.
I think he's lost his mind.
Yeah, but he's still fighting. We are waiting for the second hearing. He's still going back. I don't know if this guy will ever give up, but hey, stay strong.
You know, a drowning horse will clutch at a straw. So the sooner he observes, the better. There's no straw. Everything has sunk. It's clear. There's a winner.
But for Trump, hey, stay strong. Joe Biden, continue with what you're doing. You're doing great. Although even
well, he still has to address the State of the Union in 100 days, so definitely he has to, you know, present something tangible, something meaningful that, you know, he has achieved. Yeah. So we are definitely wishing him all the best in his endeavors. Will you like to join politics? Any point?
In my future reference, no politics. I don't do politics.
I'm thinking of joining Kisii politics, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll join the fight feast, you know, I like that part. Anyway, guys, talking of fight feasting people, let's switch gears to the entertainment world where Wahu and Nameless are taking over the industry once again. The legendary Wahu and Nameless released two songs, 1 and 2, and it's something new because apparently Nameless 1, Wahu 2, and then in their videos they meet. Like this is so cool. So we are waiting for 3. So to all the newcomers in the industry, yes, you have a lesson from the legendary Wahu and Nameless. Big up so much. And talking of these two guys, this lady, Nadia Mukami
has a new song, Otile,
and
I love the song. I love the choreography.
She loves the song.
I love the diversity. You know, the dancers come in all, you know, all melanin. You know, the dark skin and the light skin. You know, Kitambo, they all used to be light skin, but like light skin will sell, but now all shades of melanin are appreciated. And I love the lines. You know, I have some new mysteries and Yenazongea.
Okay, so did you just steal lines from Otile Brezi? First of all, Otile Brezi is so cool. Like that dude is super cool.
International standard, international music.
Super cool. Nadia, super cool. On my opinion, but it doesn't matter anyway. They don't know even me. But hey, guys, what do you think? The new song, Otile Brezi, Nadia Mukami.
It's a hit. We should review the song, give it the views it deserves. Yeah, Otile should keep up doing the good work, and also Nadia. Yeah, that was really good music.
Talking about Nadia, she really went through a lot of struggles. She's from the ghetto, guys, you didn't know. And Nadia Mukami struggled so much. Ile ngoma ya sio juju ni maombi.
Oh yeah, you know what
makes that is the song. That is the song that brought her up, and she said that at NTV. So
we are definitely rooting for more good music
to keep,
you know, improving our international standards.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey guys, give us some more content, give us some more music, you know.
Yeah, we love the videos, we love the choreographies.
Naona strong manzi, si ati ni just mko bado. Nakumbuka Gengeton. Tuko pamoja. And talking of Gengeton, by the Gengeton has imekuwa ni kama monotonous, so any youth Martin akikam up anaenda to Gengeton. Ana kitumia kufanya. Like what's happening with Gengeton?
At least inapea wase forum ya kuji express, unachiki.
Also,
like people come from there, unaja kujulikana hivyo.
So they are after fame, not okay.
So it's a platform, Gengeton, like imekuwa ni platform, you know, stepping ground ya wase wengi.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for removing cool music. And talking of the music industry, Once again, Willie Paul has done it again.
Your guy.
He always does it again. Like, this guy is over the bar now. Allegedly, Willie Paul is being accused. Their lady, okay, this lady is too young, but they are like Nika for last year. Willie Paul amepatia udem ball. Yeah, and funny thing, kuna voice notes and kuna messages and everything, as you can hear them. So, first thing first, Willie Paul, you can't blame Willie Paul because now he's not a gospel artist, so it's out of topic there. But the main
Why are you
concern,
saying you can't blame him?
Hey, Willie Paul transformed from gospel to secular. So what do you expect? Like, this person is.
So are you trying to say that secular is immoral, or what are you trying to say?
Exactly, that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm
That
saying.
is wrong.
That is what I'm saying. Secular, you guys are immoral. Because apparently, like, if secular guys do something wrong, it's not you. But if a gospel artist,
why? Because you
differently. That's it.
It has different levels of morality.
For example, the story of DJ Mo and this one, the DJ Mo story, Ili Pixana and DJ Mo apparently lost his job right there at NTV crossover. And the same round, Willie Paul still working, still strong, and now we have the evidence. Apparently, because the lady has, you can see the baby is coming, and allegedly, allegedly they met last year, December, and the baby is here. The lady accuses Willie Paul of asking her to abort the kid, and the lady refused, and that is why Willie Paul decided to go offline, and that's why the lady decided to come out to you people for your opinion.
Okay, so
what do you think should be done to Willie Paul? Apparently, but anyway, guys,
thank you.
Our main topic, but that was the hit the news has these students. Got too much money.
Yeah, since they went back to school.
Like, guys, we're trying to make a living over here, and we're trying to just interfere with our living. What are you doing in school?
They're burning schools.
Exactly.
They're rioting.
Exactly.
But there are also obviously underlying issues, which are prompting those kids to do such, like, just burning schools. I think these kids are disturbed. They need counseling.
Yeah.
When the school rules are made, I think they should be consulted. You just don't impose your rules on children.
Exactly. What's happening?
It's a different. We need to, have conversations with the young children before we make, school rules. Don't bring this. You need to tell the kids, why are we making this?
Exactly.
Yeah. Introduce our children in the school boards so that they also air their opinions. Yeah. As much as we condemn the acts of arson and rioting, harming teachers and their guardians and the support staff.
Funny thing, teachers requested for guns in school. They need guns.
That's excessive.
They need guns. So apparently the guns are not for shooting the student, they're just for scaring them. So why do you even need a gun to scare someone?
That will end in tears. That will end in tears.
Yeah, because you can't just scare someone who's stabbing you. You have to do some actions.
For you to have a gun, you have to be trained, licensed.
Yeah,
so you just can't give a gun to anybody.
That's apparently what I'm trying to say is the teachers are trying to switch careers to be soldiers and policemen. So feel free.
And these students need to be consulted, they need to be counseled.
Yeah.
And before your child leaves home, make sure you tell him or her why she's going to school. You're going for education. Education is important.
Exactly.
Don't be deceived that talent up Education is very important. It's still the key. I believe that education is still the key to a better life, to a better Africa. You just need more opportunities to actualize what you've learned in school and put it in the practical life to develop our country. So the students need to be better, and they need to be punished for their mistakes.
Exactly. And how will you punish someone who has a dagger? Hey, down there in the comments. Right down in the comments. And that's it for this week. I'm Claire and Jivanix.
I am Claire. Looking forward to meeting you next week.
Same place, same time. Good night.